Travis Wayne Goodsell. This is an exclusive video just for Travis Wayne Goodsell channel. I've got 4 videos on my other channel, TWG. I'll link you to the videos in the description below. We've got LDS Church, Trust in Jesus Christ is Harmful Psychological Trap. LDS Church Secret Combinations, Gaslight to Utterly Destroy. And LDS Church Turning Joseph Smith Jesus Christian is Racist and Bigoted. Haters come out at night. The haters come out at night. And then I've got one that's being saved right now about LDS Critic comment reply. It was for that channel. I got sent a death threat. So, yay. I mean, look at what the church has done to me. And I still get death threats. On this channel, the sex trafficker video is at 500 views. It's only showing 454 on the video page, but the analytics is showing that it's over 500. That in and of itself means the church needs to close up shop and get out of here. They aren't true, they're a fraud, and they're dangerous, criminally corrupt, dangerous. And so, yeah, it's all these other videos I'm doing just supports this, that there is nothing good coming out of the church. Everything that they seems to be good, you know, it has a background corruption involved with it. So I guess I can, because I'm gonna, the comment reply is an hour long. And so, let's just exit out of here. Get over to my other channel, my original channel. Got the cops here. They seem to be hanging around as if they're about to make an arrest, but not seeing anything happen yet. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Yes, I have songs in the description below that often are symbolically tied to the video content. And so, yeah, wow. The declassification was the very next day. I guess the lawyers didn't want to contest it. Cool. So, yeah, you can't commit crimes. But, yeah, these Illuminati, whatever name they tend to change their name to with the group they join, they do the exact same pattern of criminal behavior. What are you doing? Dear God. It's like I've been hacked. So, how are you doing on sex trafficking? It says only 318 views in 3 days. Come on, guys. You were the one with the first of the breakout videos, over 1,000 in 3 days. Oh, good God, it's frozen. Seriously? So yeah, apparently I am hacked. Should not be doing that. And I've got a security system for the internet. Dear God. You were supposed to protect me from terrorists. You had senators advertising for you. And I'm being attacked. Maybe it's just YouTube. I doubt it. And God, yeah, that just. This is just. So today, I needed to get out of the building. I needed to breathe the polluted air, not the polluted air in here, because of the allergies I have. Wow, you put me on my home feed? You never put me on my home feed. And you did the last one I did. LDS Church trust in Jesus Christ is harmful psychological trap. And it's got 2 views in 12 minutes. Huh. Well, that's so sad that Olivia Newton-John is dead at 73. My mom was dead at 77, which was very strange. December 21st even. Last year for Christmas. My dad's still not dead, and supposedly from my second ex, who defied my orders to stay away from him. No arrests. He had quadruple bypass surgery, so you'd think he would have died first. I have another video that I want to do because the church changed historians, and so the torch of church history cover-ups has been passed. Wow, 619? That's 4 additional ones from this morning when I saw it, or last night when I saw it. I don't think I checked it this morning. So yeah, I came in here this morning, did the videos, and took off. And while I was out, I found out that I had an emergency that needed to be taken care of. But everything's fine now. All is peace. And it's 52 minutes, and it's at 18% complete, saved. Yeah, we'll try to keep this one somewhat short, even though we're at like 7 minutes now. So I'll probably do this video for you guys before I upload that one. But yeah, it could be that I have multiple programs running. That could be why it's struggling. Why do you hate Mormons? Why do you hate? I don't understand. Come on. Oh dear God. Yeah, YouTube is being an ass. Where are you? Yeah, 319, 7 likes, 1 thumbs down. And so that one Mormon does not seem to comprehend that sex trafficking is against the law and is a serious crime that the church is guilty of, which means they're not true. The Lord does not do that. Dear God, you've got to be seriously demented to think that God's okay with any of this. That was Brigham for us. Every single Mormon should watch that video and understand they're in the wrong church, and they should all be going through faith crises. Alright, so we can do a comment and reply video. Stacy Hymas? Seriously? That, I know her. Does she not know me? Is that the same Stacy? Holy crap. And she's arguing with me, I think. That this is your view. Yeah. It's the Brigham Young sex trafficker. Stacy. Let's go to your channel. It may not be Stacy's her first name, but the Hymas is. Oh God. Come on. Is not wanting to cooperate with me here. What good are you? Yeah. The hacking does seem to be a likely contender here, because this shouldn't be giving me this much grief for what I'm using the internet for. Beautiful flowers. 29 subscribers. Full-on Mormon. Zion, a new song. Do you compose your own music? Well, that's cool if you do. Hope you're not stealing the church's music. Unofficial primary song. No, it is an official primary song. What are you talking about? Or maybe it's a... I'd love to see the temple. Maybe that's the primary song I'm thinking of. So, yeah, you must be doing your own stuff here. I'm not seeing... there's you can make the pathway bright, so you are doing some stealing here. So unless you are singing them yourself or getting this cute little girl to sing it for you. And you better not be the cute little girl, Stacy Hymas. There's nobody under 18 allowed on my channel. And so, yeah. Stacy, dear God. I'm sorry that is your view of him, but that doesn't make it true. Oh my God. Federal Law Code. Polygamy. Edmunds Tucker Act, but that was repealed. They still have bigamy. Utah Law Code for bigamy. Let's see. Practicing polygamous. 22 CFR. Here's legality of polygamy in the United States, Wikipedia. Couples have married in the United States for centuries. For most of the U.S. history, marriages were solemnized in ecclesiastical settings. Government-issued marriage licenses are a modern innovation. Even before the advent of licensing, many states enacted laws to prohibit plural marriage-style relationships. Early Mormons were persecuted for their practice of polygamy. No tithing. Perpetual Immigration Fund. No state permits its citizens to enter into more than one concurrent legally licensed marriage. People who attempt to, or are able to, secure a second marriage license are generally prosecuted for bigamy. The term bigamy and polygamy are sometimes confused or used interchangeably. They are different, yes. Some states' statutes refer to polygamy while others use the bigamy term. Criminal sentences differ widely. Prosecutions for either violation are extremely rare. Here it is. Given that Mormon polygamists migrated to the Rocky Mountains in 1847, partly to escape prosecution, running from the law. That's a crime. They're fugitives. We have a fugitive for polygamy in the eastern states. And that's not what they were fleeing for. They put the wrong historical information in here, but yeah, they fled the country. So, I mean, how can Mormons be so twisted to think that crime is okay? I mean, seriously, if God is telling you to commit a crime, it's not God. It's not complicated. And so she wishes me well? No, Stacy, you can't do that. It makes you delusional. These are valid concerns if they are real. Of course they're real. I used the map of the trafficking out of the state. Does she not understand church history? It's psycho. Like the old tales about women slaves being chained down in the temple. I didn't talk about that. No, you're now going to the extremes to try to discredit the simple, plain fact. Brigham Young had polygamous wives assigned to everybody and took them out of state. That's sex trafficking. That's all. We're not talking about chaining them in the temple. And so, yeah, this is an evil thing that people are doing when they go to an extreme that isn't mentioned to try to debunk the whole thing. And it's just, that's wrong of you, Stacy. Time to play dirty. Polygamy was something he cried over? Who cried over? Nobody cried over it. Joseph Smith didn't practice it, Stacy. That's the whole point. Only Brigham did. He practiced it in secret. He overthrew Joseph Smith and had him murdered, and you're not accepting that indication. The head mobber, John C. Bennett. Oh, Stacy, you did not watch my video on John C. Bennett. Stacy. Oh, Stacy. Yeah, he also said that he was a medical doctor and had abortion elixirs for them. Yeah. People complained and Joseph Smith excommunicated him. It's because Joseph Smith didn't practice it. God, you guys just believe the people responsible, not understanding that they're lying to you to distract from him practicing it. Who's John? Who's mayor of Nauvoo? And Joseph was mayor after John C. Bennett was removed. I don't know where you're getting this information from, dear. As soon as he was talked to, he ran out of town fearing for his life because Joseph said he would never say such a contrary or unvirtuous thing. She comes to one video and she thinks she knows me. Dear God. I mean, do you not see when you type in my name that I have over 1,000 videos? It was John who was the con man. Yeah, I'm not talking about Joseph. Are you saying I'm blaming Joseph? What the hell is wrong with you, Stacy? You're not listening. Joseph also dropped meeting together as Masons? What are you talking about there? Well, eventually, with the mess of running for president, having some political issues, John got him in trouble and decided to mob Joseph in the jail. Oh, you're talking about John C. Bennett. No. Oh, dear God. Who are you getting your information from? Not even Wikipedia says this stuff. So it was his mobbers who are unvirtuous men. You're not listening. Who saved the women from starvation. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Stacy. Oh my God. A sex crime is a sex crime, and there is no justification for it, not even God. Shame on you. you for apologizing for their crimes. You are new and came to only one video of mine. I have at least one on John C. Bennett, who was a part of the Danites, a secret combination within Joseph's church. See section 117 about Newell K. Whitney.
Oh shit.
I've done the research, as you seem to just be regurgitating what your seminary teacher told you. Brigham and Heber were the leaders of the Danites and were purposely getting Joseph in trouble to coup his church, which was done in 1838. I've studied this extensively, confirming the Danite sexual perversions, well, we'll just call crimes, sexual crimes. You are sounding exactly like victims of domestic abuse, saying that the abuser is not understood and is a good man and trying to help. It's still a crime for which the woman needs to be rescued. And this means Brigham is a false prophet, and his church is a false church, and his God is a false God. We were all fooled and lied to, but now that we know the truth, We must leave it. You can't stay in corruption, because that's what she's doing. She's exactly behaving like a victim of sexual domestic violence. She's making the excuses, she's making the apologies, she's trying to make some kind of excuse to let them get away with it and not be held accountable. It's exactly what they do, and she's doing it to the church. God. So that's why I didn't really want to ban her, it's because she doesn't understand what she's doing. Okay, so Sharon, to putting the squeeze on the bishops to pressure Mormons. This, if you understand how Tony Soprano's operation ran, the protection racket that he ran in the HBO movie or show, TV series, Tony Soprano wouldn't go around doing it. There were people specifically assigned to go to the various stores to squeeze them for the extra money per month, beyond the money for the trash pickup. That's the whole protection racket thing. And bishops are in that role to be the muscle to get the money. The exact same pattern. So, yeah, surely blessings can be bought by paying tithing. Sort of. Devil does not sport his own. Even though you pay tithing, the church will still betray you if it serves their interests. That's what Mormons do not understand until it happens to them, and then they go through a faith crisis, and yeah, they're disgruntled. No need to give anonymously. Just give and give, or else Dad will get mad. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here it's on my video, What Would Samson Do? Mormons building a wall around their temple to hide the truth. I came up with that title after I finished. I just speak whatever's on the top of my mind. Whatever I'm inspired to say, I say it. I don't have a script. That's what apologists do. They have their scripts to protect and defend the church at all costs. Did that video with that title. And so here he is influenced to Mormon apologists. He says, you are trying to make good points, but your extemporaneous speaking skills are not good enough. That's your opinion. It means nothing. It has no measurement standard value. You're making a judgment based on opinion. And that's common for apologists. And you can't do it. It doesn't hold any weight in a debate. And so try writing out what you, see, he wants a script. This is an apologist right here. And so, I don't do that. I just speak what comes to my mind. And so, you have to watch them clear to the end, and you can pull out little clips that I say, little gems of wisdom. But I'm not giving you talks. I'm not speaking from a pulpit and reading a talk to you. I'm just trying to communicate person to person, trying to reason with you as a regular person, one of you, trying to help you understand that the church is criminal. Not just wrong, not just lying to us, but criminal. I mean, sex trafficking is criminal. And we have Mormons, I just read to you, that can't understand this. This is how blind Mormons are. And it hurts. I mean, this isn't something to just mock Mormons for. This is what the church has done to them. The church has blinded them from criminal activity. And this is why you see Utah news constantly talking about sex crimes in Utah, sex trafficking of a bishop down in southern Utah, the rapes that go on at BYU and in Salt Lake County. And it's just horrendous because the prophets teach teach Mormons that it's okay as long as they're a part of the Church of Jesus Christ. And it's heart-wrenching that when you try to tell them this is criminal, this is not right, and they get mad and they get violent, not just putting a thumbs down to show their disgust, because you don't see the thumbs down anymore. They literally are evil-minded people now because of what the church has raised us to become. You have to literally pull yourself out of their white supremacy, because that's what they are. And they've fooled the Southern Poverty Law Center, the one that designates who's a hate group. They won't label the church as a hate group. When Des Nat came out with their death threats, the Southern Poverty Law Center wouldn't touch them, and they came out crying, "Oh, we're just trying to get people to take away their agency to follow the prophet." Yeah, that's what Lucifer does. And Mormons don't see that that's what Lucifer does. They have the scriptures that Joseph Smith made and know exactly how Lucifer behaves, and they don't catch it because they're in the Church of Jesus Christ. It's just sickening, heart-wrenching that Mormons can't just figure it out. I'm just going to delete him. He thinks he's helping me, so I'm just going to delete it rather than ban him. But Sharon. So, dear God. 30 minutes, okay. That's okay. But that's the theme for this comment reply for you guys exclusively, is that Mormons are just breaking my heart. I mean, seriously. To not recognize that sex trafficking is a game ender for membership in the church. If you can't leave the church knowing that Brigham Young's a sex trafficker, there's nothing that Brigham Young can be exposed of doing, even the murder and assassination order of Joseph Smith, that's going to cause you to leave the church. That's how hard-hearted you are. Dear God. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, the United States shut down Brigham's organization under John Taylor because of the sexual deviance and the tithing with it, because he's said that Mormons have to be polygamist in order to be exalted. Came out publicly with that, so no longer practicing it in secret, and was doing the Perpetual Immigration Fund, getting people to donate to the fund, and then using that to pay to get people to Salt Lake City, because Brigham Young wanted to build up an army to go up against the United States, but the United States put a stop to that. And so he then had to send out people north and south to create a wall so that others can't migrate in. The United States put a stop to that and then shut them down. So now, under Heber J. Grant, they're collecting money. But the Perpetual Immigration Fund forced these people to pay back the money. It wasn't, we've raised the donations, here you go, come on in and join us. It was, you have to pay it back. And that's slave trading. And so slave trading, plus you have to be polygamist in order to be exalted, slave trading with sex slavery, sex trafficking involved with it as well. I mean, this Brigham is just horrible of a human being, and Stacy can't see this. This isn't an interpretation that I can just manufacture. No, these are the facts. This is what he did. It's on record in the United States government. This is how serious it was. And you can't just ignore this and say, oh, well, God said it, so we obey God. You're dismissing the whole concept of religion. You love. You don't commit crime. The 10 Commandments. Don't murder. Don't steal. Don't commit adultery. Don't covet somebody else's wife. How hard is this? Don't commit crime. And Stacy's okay with it as long as it's her church and Jesus saying it, and Joseph was tormented. He had nothing to do with it. He was not involved. He was the one purposely getting blamed so that they can run the church in his absence. This is what evil people do. It's the same pattern. Mormons need to watch R-rated movies to figure these things out. That's the only thing I can think of. They don't watch R-rated movies, and then they get some people, probably like Stacy, who only sings her own plagiarized music. And so she never even hears the worldly music. That was the way my brother was. All growing up, Olivia Newton-John, she just died. Let's Get Physical. He heard that song. Oh, it teaches about physical fitness. I like this song, Mom. Mom sat him down and explained, she's talking about sex. And so my brother was then believing that sex is evil, and so he didn't listen to that song anymore. He only would play on the piano church hymns. That's how strict he got, because my mom said Olivia Newton-John's Let's Get Physical is about sex. And it wasn't until BYU, when they first corrupted him and said, hey, classical music also is good, and it's Mozart and Beethoven and such. But then when he went to the University of Michigan, he was then corrupted further, so that the Angels, the Arm of the Angels, Nicolas Cage movie with Meg Ryan, he's the angel, she dies, and he's okay with it. But in the Arms of the Angel, he thought that now was okay. False doctrine throughout, but it's entertaining for a movie and blah, blah, blah. But nonetheless, I digress. And so, this is what happens when you have a false belief system, is you get weird. You do strange criminal things. And you need to stop it.